Alpe d'Huez was like the biggest suffering I've ever done in my life. I think it's very beautiful to be able to connect with a person you have no idea about through just sport and emotions.
I'm going to stand up for this introduction because I think it's quite necessary, because we need a bit of drama to this, and I think we need a little bit of grandeur, because we have somebody. My heart's fluttering even thinking about this. We have somebody phenomenal here with us this weekend that we're going to get to hear from now. This rider, this athlete, is someone I have been slightly weirdly in love with for a long time. I told her last night, so that's good. We cleared the air. Slightly obsessed, but we'll not get that far. She is an incredible force of nature. And I'm sure most of you have followed her career, but I am aware that there are people here who haven't been bitten necessarily by the cycling bug. And I want to let you know a little bit about Kasia Niewiadoma and exactly why she is so beloved. Because she's not only one of the best bike riders in the world, she brings a passion and an energy and the most magnificent, aggressive, attacking racing that feels, at least from the outside, that she is riding entirely with her heart, with her soul, with every fibre of her being. She is a joy to watch. And she happened to win the closest ever Tour de France in male or female cycling history. 4 seconds clinched it at the top of the Alpe d'Huez. It's Kasia Niewiadoma. Woo! I'm allowed a hug after being weird. Is that okay? Sit, Kasia. Oh, it's such a pleasure to have you here.
What an introduction.
That was me trying to calm it down a little bit, honestly. I was telling you last night that what it is I was at the Tour of Britain, actually, that you won. And it was my first Tour of Britain, and we'd only just started the cycling podcast Femina, and it was my first experience of doing daily podcasting on cycling. And myself and my co-founder, co-host, Richard Moore, both fell head over heels in love with you. And so this is a 3-way love affair that you've not known about for a long time. But me and Richard would obsess over you, and I've always loved exactly what I just said, that the passionate way that you seem to ride your bike, as opposed to what we see an awful lot of modern cycling, which is quite logical and quite rational. Yeah. And I've always wished that you will keep that passion going. Is that what it feels like for you? Am I just superimposing my own emotion onto your bike riding?
Definitely, I love your passion when you're talking about cycling. I think that passion is number one if you want to enjoy doing what you're doing, and if you want to succeed in what you're doing. I think that passion in cycling can be maintained because I have a good group of riders, teammates around me. Also, good support coming from my husband, who also loves riding a bike. So I think cycling is something like that I could call a job, but also something that I love doing, like riding a bike and not cycling, exploring new roads or having fun, fooling around, kind of being a kid again.
It's beautiful. I just want to reference a word that you snuck in there, and I noticed it sneaking in during the Tour de France coverage this year. The fact that Taylor is now your husband, because you got married this year, didn't you?
Yay!
Congratulations to both of you, to Mr. and Mrs. Niewiadoma. It's beautiful, but it's been that's fair, isn't it?
I'm trying to convince him to actually change his name. We're close to that.
I think that works. No. Taylor Phinney Niewiadoma?
Just Niewiadoma.
You don't have to decide right now. You've got about half an hour before you get the mic, Taylor. You can give us an answer then. But yeah, it's been a huge year for you. Marriage. Do you mind me saying you turned 30? I mean, it's in pro cycling stats anyway, isn't it? Turned 30. And maybe, quite possibly, the biggest event of them all, winning the Tour de France.
Yeah. Definitely big year.
I have so much that I want to talk to you about, but just in case we end up running out of time, I do want to talk about the Tour de France first of all. If anyone was lucky enough to watch this race, and there's a lot of nodding heads here enthusiastically, It was such a beautiful bike race for so many reasons. But what was absolutely phenomenal, I've already said the time differential that there was. This race was 950 kilometers long. And it came down to the final 3 kilometers and 4 seconds. And Kasia, as you were riding the Alpe d'Huez, you couldn't possibly have known that you were going to keep that yellow jersey. And if you were lucky enough to watch, you will have seen an awful lot of emotion coming from Kasia. What on earth, or can you even begin to describe what that feeling was like when you realised that all the hard work had paid off, that you'd bloody won it?
So yeah, the whole climb, whole Alpe d'Huez was like the biggest suffering I've ever done in my life.
Really?
I was so deep in a pain that I couldn't see my newly married husband, who was like right there.
We're going to get to that.
I was just like completely in the zone, which never really happened. So it was interesting to experience, but also I remember just hating everything, every K, every minute of this. And all I really wanted is to have this finished. So once I crossed the finish line, I completely forgot that I was doing a race. I was like, fuck yeah, like, I'm done.
I couldn't stop.
I'm out of here. And then everything happened very quickly. I just hear this massive yelling in my ear. And then it brought me back to earth. I was like,
was this the DS in your radio?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I just wanted to double check, like, what? And there just was like, oh, like immense screaming. So that like the euphoric feeling I went through, and also having my team around me where we could share all the emotions was just beyond anything I've ever experienced, because I was so vulnerable from all the pain I experienced, and I thought it was all gone. I like didn't even want to do it anymore, and somehow yet I could not give up. I didn't feel like there was option of like slowing down or backing down or like being like, okay, c'est la vie. So, because like if you train day to day, you develop this thought of like, I want to win, I want to be the best. And I feel like that's what also helped me in the last case, that unconsciously I wanted to get it. Like my mind and maybe my body was giving up, but like somehow deep inside I really wanted it. So after so many years of trying and like falling short to like winning, getting second, third, fourth, fifth, finally everything came together. So seriously, that feeling we all experienced with the team is something that I want to be chasing again.
So this is what blows me away about you, listening to you saying that, the fact that you crossed the line and you almost forgot you were in a race. You just wanted the suffering to finish. Because none of us watching forgot. All of us watching were calculating these seconds, ticking one direction and then the other. And you'll remember, of course, that Demi Vollering, the defending champion, had gone on the attack on the climb before the Col du Glandon.
Yeah.
And she had made up the time gap that she had started the day with. So she had essentially made it her race once again.
Yeah.
But then we get to the Alpe d'Huez, and we've got 5 riders all within a shot of winning this thing. We've got 3 riders who were within 10 seconds of the win within this 5-rider bunch. And all of us watching, because Demi was up front, she'd gone on the attack, Kasia had followed, but she was up front. She'd won the stage. And we're all not our stopwatches, who watches television with a stopwatch, but I'm certainly looking at the clock, and we're all counting. We're saying, come on! And I don't think it's a spoiler to say that most people watching this were cheering your name all across the world, willing you up that climb.
Maybe not in Holland.
Well,
whoever is from Holland, I'm sorry, okay?
I think you've got quite a fan base in Holland as well. You're doing yourself a disservice. We all knew the time, but the fact that it was so close. Riders these days are often riding to numbers, we say so often, don't we? And riding to power meters. I just assumed that you knew exactly what the seconds were, that they were being counted out in your ear, but they weren't.
No, so actually, of course, the Glandon was super hard as well. It was over an hour of climbing, suffering, and especially when Demi went and I was not able to be on her wheel, my team was like talking to me logistics and like time, and I was like slowly getting frustrated with them in general. So at the bottom of Alpe d'Huez, tried to be kind, and I said like, okay, stop talking to me now.
Is that what you said, or were there a few like curse words thrown in there?
I don't remember. And there was this awkward silence all of this sudden. We had our new DS working with us that race, so I think he was not expecting anything like this to happen. So he like tried to help, but really didn't know what to say. I just basically needed a moment of silence so I could find my rhythm, to find my pace, because it was so loud from the crowd and like from the radio, and people come quite close to your face and they yell.
Yeah.
So I felt like I was just like not in my rhythm for some reason. And then like as they realized that I'm getting closer to Demi, they started to like talk more and more, try to be encouraging. So then the last K, it was like, wow. So,
Absolutely incredible. And what is it like to be a Tour de France winner? And I ask you this in a very gender-specific way, because that was, what, the third edition now of the Tour. And what's really, really special, having covered this sport for a long time and been a huge advocate of women's sport, my daughter and my son are able to watch. And they went along to some of the Tour de France from. Yeah, I brought them along to watch the time trial in Rotterdam.
okay.
And they can look to all of you as proper heroes, as proper heroines. To be able to take that yellow jersey, which was never possible as a dream for you as a little girl, what does that mean now to be that person standing on the top step saying, this is the pinnacle of all of it?
Yeah, it is special. I think what I find more special is when people come up to me and share their, like, how they experienced the race, especially the last stage. It's really interesting hearing what people felt and that my emotions were able to be felt by others. And they associate the climb with the different stories from their lives. So I think it's very beautiful to be able to connect with a person you have no idea about through just sport and emotions and suffering. And of course, then like having yellow jersey is also very special, because I could feel, especially in my country, in Poland, that I was able to reawaken passion to the sport. I would hear many people saying that they want to go on the bike just to experience that. And I think that's the best thing you can ever do in a sport, to inspire others and to like kind of encourage them to pursue something, because like I think that's the story of our lives. We always pursue something, want to get something that not necessarily comes easy, but when it comes, then like you have amazing celebration.
I want to hear about that. And I think a few people will want to hear about it. I wonder, just I know that we are still queuing up for drinks, but I wonder if we could maybe shush a little bit, because you'll want to hear Kasia's story, because I don't know, maybe you're used to hearing Tour de France winners every day. I'm not, and I love it. So maybe if you could shush the people beside you as well, if you want to have a little listen. I want to hear about the party, Kasia. How did you sell? I mean, Taylor did share some videos on Instagram, didn't he, of a certain bar in Alpe d'Huez. How was the party?
So, you know, always as you start the tour, you like dream of this massive party. You like imagine yourself and your teammates celebrating.
Oh, do you actually? Is that what you planned for?
Yeah,
the party? I love
always
this. I love this approach. Maybe I could take up bike riding after all.
Actually, our plan was to like camp on Alpe d'Huez.
Okay,
And
a very
then we were
specific kind of party, but I like it.
Yeah, because we were like, okay, we don't want to go, like, even think about going to the hotel. Let's just camp outside. It's going to be so easy. Of course, it didn't happen because it was too cold. But we finished the race quite late, and I had to do all the, podium, press conference, interviews, doping control. So it takes, like, around 2 hours. And then I got to the bus, and I feel like that was one of the best experiences, because everyone is just like popping champagne, and you see people you work with normally very professionally just like loosening up, showing different face. I see my team boss like completely relaxed, you know, like having fun. So that was really nice, and just like the joy everyone shares is super good. So then we moved to the restaurant to get some food, and eventually after some drinks, we were like, oh, let's go partying. But of course, after 8 stages of racing, you're like, your endurance is very short.
How many drinks did it take?
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure you
Like-
can't tolerate alcohol very well after 8 days
No, of course
riding
not.
the Tour
Like
de France.
couple sips.
Yeah.
Sorry, sips. Very economic.
Cheap date though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's perfect for the team boss, actually. He doesn't have to spend too much money. Anyways, then I dragged my husband to the club. I'm like, let's do it. Let's finally
hang on a
dance.
minute. Dragged?
I mean,
did he take dragging? Really?
I mean, we've been together for eight years, so
Yeah.
he knows me pretty well.
Yeah.
So then after like 2 songs, I'm like, should we ghost them? Like I'm
Should we
ready.
what?
Ghost them. Like
Oh, I see.
ghosting is like, bye, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so after 3 songs, I was practically done, ready to go.
And that's it. That was your party
that
over.
that was the party. Yeah.
What's it been like since? What's your life been like since winning the Tour de France? Because you talk as well about how big a deal it has been in Poland, quite
Yeah.
rightly so. Have you had a chance to have much of a reception back there?
Yeah.
What's it been like?
Going to Poland was definitely special. My town threw out this really nice party, welcoming party. So it was really nice to reconnect with my people and to see how big that victory was for everyone. Because it's very special to see so many people feeling proud just for like knowing me or knowing the story behind the success. So that was really cool. The downside of that partying was that I got COVID at the end, so I guess
man.
social distancing wasn't put in place.
At least you could ghost everybody then, though, eh?
Yeah, but it was perfect. I could chill for a little longer, so.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And you say about the fact that you've been second so often, third so often, and I think as well, this is part of the reason I love you so much and I love your riding so much, because you give it your everything. And
Yeah.
I guess dominance isn't quite so much fun to support. It's
Yeah.
whenever someone is giving their hearts constantly. We've seen dominance from SD Works. To be able to beat them in what has been their race, when the race started in the Netherlands, what was that
Yeah.
like? Especially when, as you say, you didn't have that team support on the final climb.
Yeah, I think that the whole week of Tour de France fame was like a perfect makeup for all the failures or disappointments or bad lucks we've had with the team until that point. Because everything went perfect. Besides the first stage where we had a couple crashes,
Yeah.
everything was going just our way. So sometimes it's funny how it would happen a couple times that I would start a race and from the beginning I would have this very calm feeling. Like I would know that things will go well. It's like a weird sensation of like being, okay, like I got this. Like you just have
Wow.
more faith in yourself. And it wouldn't happen many times, but I felt it like even the first stages when things were not going perfect, I just like felt that we got this. Like I never panicked. I never felt like I have to like check the results and see where I am at. It was like a slow build up to success.
Is that a confidence that you will win, or a confidence that you've done everything that you possibly can?
Yeah, I think the second one.
Yeah.
I think that once you know that you train hard and you really sacrifice anything you could sacrifice, that's where you have the confidence that like allows you to be calm.
Because, as I said, you won the Tour of Britain. You'd won before that as well, of course.
Yeah.
And then we had the magnificent, beautiful victory at Amstel Gold, which is still one of my favourite race results. I absolutely loved it. That was 2017, wasn't it? I think.
And 19.
2019.
Yeah.
2019, of course. And then from 2019 until this year, there were no race wins until Flesh Wallon.
Yeah.
Did you ever doubt in any way that you were going to reach the very top, or going to reach the very top again? Was that hard?
Not really, because there were numerous of races where I knew that I lost just because I was outnumbered, mostly
Yeah.
because of SD Works.
Yeah.
Sometimes the race dynamic or tactics were not really favoring me. So I think having that feeling that I knew that I belong to the final and I can do it, yet like tactically we wouldn't have it with the team, never like allowed me to stop believing or pursuing the sweet V.
The sweet V. I love it. That was brilliant. What sweet V's to target next then? What's next for you? Is it a title defense next year? What are you thinking?
Definitely Strade Bianchi. It's like the first.
Yes. Please.
I want it. For some reason, I really love this race.
Yeah.
Like, I love racing. That brutal race, because it's super hard. But
It's super hard, but there's always a light in your eyes.
Yeah.
It feels like even if you're not smiling, I feel like there's a smile coming from you at Strade Bianchi. I don't know why.
It's just like when I'm suffering.
It's the pain face. It looks like a smile.
It's a pain
Yeah,
face,
yeah.
for real.
Okay, so Strade Bianchi, and then
And then, the big stage race, definitely Defend of the Tour de France Femme.
amazing. And
Yeah.
you've got Cecily coming your way next year as
Yeah.
well. Cecily at Trip Ludwig. How's that going to work?
I'm really excited to have her along. She is, I think that physically or physic-wise, we're very similar.
Yeah.
So that will allow us to play a nice game in the final. I'm definitely excited because also she's like this volcano of energy, she always brings good vibes. So that's what you need when things are hard.
Yeah, you two in a team together will be
Yeah.
absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
And we've got Anna coming back again, Anna van der Brugge. What do we expect from her? You can be honest here, we're in a safe space.
Yeah, I think that she's gonna be up there directly. If she didn't have the
Really?
numbers, she wouldn't return.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
fact, because she used to be a coach for a lot of riders on SD Works, so I think she knows the numbers what you have to have in order to win a bike race. So the fact that she decided to be up there means
Yeah.
that she got it.
It's exciting. It's such a brilliant
Yeah.
time in women's racing. I love it. And
For real.
anyone who's had a chance to watch, you will know it is at least and often much more exciting than men's racing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I want to go back to something that you said earlier, though, which was the fact that if anybody did get to watch the race or follows these guys on socials, you might have seen Taylor Phinney running alongside Kasia up Alpe d'Huez. And I just assumed, what a beautiful moment they're sharing together. I love this sort of demonstration of love that's reciprocated from one to the other. No, Kasia didn't even know he was there, did you?
No.
You didn't see him. We were all going, go
Not at all.
Taylor, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely not. And it was also in the moment where I really struggled because Evita attacked.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh shit. It's like I felt like my whole body was paralyzed, but I had to go even harder. And I mean, he thought that he's screaming, help me go,
Yeah.
which I agree. But yeah, I could definitely not recognize him.
Oh, absolutely devastating. Shall we have Taylor up to have a few words? Taylor Phinney, Niewiadoma, please come and join the stage. I'm afraid we don't have a chair, so maybe you can just perch.
You can sit next to me.
Take center stage there. Maybe share a microphone. So I'm guessing that this is cozy. I love it. I'm guessing that you figured that Kasia could see you and you were doing this wonderful gesture for her and, giving her a bit of extra energy on the way up d'Huez. When did you realize that she had been completely blind the whole time to you?
I'm not really sure. I mean, it was afterwards. I wasn't there to be seen, I was there for her.
Yeah. I meant to be seen by her.
Well, ideally to be seen by her. I mean, we painted the road. We did this whole thing. We put her name on the road, big K's everywhere, crowns. And afterwards, I was like, did you see what we painted on the road? Because we did it all day, And then she didn't see any of it. But I have a theory that Demi saw it.
Okay. But hang on a minute. If Demi saw it, would that not have spurred her on even more, no? Or do you think that broke her spirit?
No, because you didn't see Demi on the road once. I mean, we covered the last 6Ks. There's a famous Dutch corner on the 7th switchback or something of the Alpe d'Huez, and we actually saw Annemiek van Vleuten, and she told us about this corner, and we had a little bit of paint left, and I was like, we gotta mark that corner,
like a dog.
Yeah.
Taking your territory.
I mean, I definitely peed all over the road. I was just saving little bits of it for different parts.
This is taking a dark turn. I didn't intend it. So what did you put on Dutch Corner? What did you paint on Dutch Corner?
We just threw a couple kashas up, and we were friendly. You know, didn't get in any fist fights.
Yeah, that's good. That's good to know.
I was ready to.
Yeah,
but,
just in case.
It wasn't gonna happen. So, yeah, she didn't see me, but it's okay. She sees me every day, so it's fine.
That's true.
What I loved as well, if you don't follow Taylor on social media, he documented afterwards. He put up videos, edits of his journey to go to Alpe d'Huez, taking his tent, wasn't it, camping in the rain. And it's weirdly, I was telling you last night, it's weirdly compelling. I shouldn't say weirdly, only weirdly because it's not very social media these days. We do like 30-second flashes and we expect attention spans to be gone. But you take your time and you do it in that beautiful tone of voice of yours and take us through the whole story. And it's gorgeous. How long did it take you to get there, not to do the edit?
To make the video? Or?
4 weeks.
4 weeks to do the video. It did take a long time to come up, to be fair.
I mean, we did have to travel quite a lot after the race, so
Yeah.
I was busy. I also don't like to spend so much time on my phone
Yeah.
making these edits, but they are important for the people, you know. I do it for you guys.
The people.
Yeah. But I call them anti-algorithm, attention span challenging videos.
Hang on a minute. Even the name sums up what you're defining there. Anti-algorithm, attention spanning videos.
Attention span challenging.
Challenging videos.
Videos. Yeah. Even the name is tough to swallow.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I like it though. It's very good.
Yeah.
What's it like for you watching Kasia suffer like that and putting everything into this bike race? Because obviously you've ridden at the very top. You've been at the very top of men's professional cycling.
Yeah.
How much harder is it to watch someone you love do that?
Well, first off, I'm glad that it's not me.
Yeah.
I'm super happy not to be out there suffering and going into that black zone.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's very stressful. I get very nervous and I'm pacing a lot. So the vandalism helps with that frustration.
By vandalism, we mean spray painting roads, not smashing stuff. Am I right? Or maybe not?
Yeah, mostly, yeah.
Mostly.
No, but it was actually funny because when we were painting the roads, we were sort of like looking out for the police, you know, they're driving up and down. But then a couple times we were painting and then, you know, you're like, you have to bend over to paint the road. And then at some point you just look up and there's like a gendarme police car coming right at you, but they don't care at all.
Wonderful.
It's the beauty of cycling is that you kind of have these days where you can just, I guess, write whatever you want on the road, and they accept it for that day. So.
Well, because they have a guy or a team of guys who come along, I think they're men, and correct any obscenities that are written on the road, don't they? So if you draw something obscene, they make it into, I don't know, a sunflower or... Yeah, they make it into road art so that whenever the helicopters come and the kids are watching, there isn't a big F you Demi, for example, as you might have been tempted to write.
Do you know if they're hiring?
Are you tempted to diversify?
Sounds like a nice job, yeah.
I should ask you about, not your job, but what you're going to be doing here later as well, Taylor, because you are going to be, I was going to say spinning some tunes, but that's going to make me sound really... Somebody talked about last night a big disco. You're basically like hosting a big disco, aren't you? You're kicking it all off.
I mean, you can say whatever you want.
You're DJing. You're DJing.
Yeah, I prefer spinning tunes.
Yeah, do you?
Over DJing, sure.
Okay.
Disc jockeying. Yeah.
What's the style? What's the vibe? What can we expect?
Like I was explaining to some people earlier, it's just all classical music. So I hope you...
Beethoven.
I hope you're really into Mozart.
Yeah,
I
actually am.
Yeah.
A bit of Bach. I like a bit of Bach. No?
Yeah, it's just gonna be really dark orchestral music. So.
So there we go. Something to look forward to. Yeah. I don't think it is somehow. I don't think it is. Kasia, do you
It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Do you like his music? Do you give him like requests?
You can answer honestly.
Well,
That's a a face that tells a big story. What music are you into?
Depends on the time of the day.
Okay.
Okay? Because sometimes I wake up and there's like, and
In
I
the
feel like I'm
morning.
just like building, the tension inside of me. And the volume is like quite high, waking up all the neighbors around us. But
You gotta practice, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you can.
There's no good time to practice.
There's better times than 8 a.m., I feel, no?
Well, all of our neighbors are at work in the morning.
Okay.
I mean,
So
it's Latino country, so I wouldn't say.
that's true. Nobody works in Spain. I'm just kidding.
We'll skip over that. We'll skip over it. But you like his music depending on the time of day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as the day goes on, it gets better, for sure.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I want to just ask before we all
music
go
gets
to
me.
dinner, because as I mentioned, you guys had a wedding this year, and I mean, I say like you snuck. I don't know if you snuck off, but it certainly wasn't on social media. You kept it private. You kept it to yourselves. What was it like? What can you tell us about your wedding and about your day?
Well, so Kasia's Polish.
Yeah.
I'm American.
Yeah.
We live in Spain. Well, we live in Andorra, spend time in Spain. And it was hard for us to figure out where we were going to get married, who we were going to invite. Kasia has 30 cousins, for
yeah,
example.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
On
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
side.
Yeah. Yeah.
On one side, they
Like the Irish, the Poles. Yeah. Yeah.
they have a lot of progeny as well.
Yeah.
So we were trying to figure out how we could have a small wedding, and then in Colorado, where I'm from, you don't even need a witness to get married. We just did a Zoom call with this dude.
Stop!
Yeah,
Stop! You didn't get married by Zoom.
No.
Okay.
Marriage license.
But you can self-solemnize, which
You
means
can what?
self-solemnize. It
Okay.
sounds like I'm saying something
I
else.
know. That's why I had to ask you to repeat it just in case. I thought, are we
Almost
still
the
talking
same
wedding
thing.
day? Okay. So
yeah.
but you got the license via Zoom.
We got the license in the mail, but we did this sort of test on Zoom, and then we just got this piece of paper, and
That's the test.
we went up into the mountains and just had a little bike ride, of course, because we like cycling. And yeah, now we're married.
So it was just the two of you.
Yeah.
Just us two, yeah. Very selfish, but
Isn't that beautiful? I mean, I know that you don't necessarily put yourselves out there, but you're a public couple to a certain extent, because of what you do and the fans that you gather along the way. And I think that's a really, really beautiful thing to do. Yeah. Gorgeous. So what are you looking? Go ahead.
no, I just feel like, especially on social media, everybody's doing things to be seen.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I feel like from a personal standpoint, we're not trying to be together to be seen.
Yeah.
And so the marriage was just kind of a thing that we wanted to have for ourselves. And we didn't even do really a post about it. I mean, she did a post in Polish. So it's kind of sneaky, like
Yeah,
if you're gonna
yeah.
hit that, if you're gonna hit
Soft launching the marriage.
that C translation note at the bottom, then you can know what's up. But otherwise, we have rings on and we're married, and who cares, honestly? I mean, we've been together for 7.5 years.
Yeah, but it's
so-
beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to do, isn't it? It's a lovely thing to do. So I've asked about next year in Tour de France. So we're going for it, Kasia. Can we have that confirmed here? All things being equal, all things being well, you'll be back and defending your title, trying to get that yellow jersey again.
Confirmed.
Confirmed! Woo-hoo-hoo! And Taylor, will you be vandalizing the roads once again and trying to escape the gendarme?
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
I will be wearing as much high-vis material as possible. I can't get any taller except for when wearing these
I mean, you
heels.
do try, though. And
Yeah.
will you be weeing over the road, or will you keep your urination to conventional spaces?
I mean, I've already peed all over this hotel. So.
Oh, wonderful! And on that note, it's time for dinner! Listen, it's been an absolute joy talking to you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us and share your thoughts and share your stories.